Concrete Genius Pod, man. It's your boy Sauce, man. Welcome to the Concrete Genius Pod. I'm honored to have my guy Real G in the building.
What it do?
Real life, real game. What you got going today, famo?
Man, you know me, I'm just sitting back chilling, relaxing, man. Went to church, came home, man cave, watching the game. Chilling, man, enjoying a good day. It's a beautiful day. The weather's perfect. So I'm
Yeah,
just chilling, man.
yeah. Hey, we was talking before we came on. I want you to explain to the crowd, because I got a lot of people listening to me in Georgia. You say the weed down south right now is trash, fam?
Yeah, man. Nah, dog, it ain't popping like it used to, dog. Like the weed,
Yeah,
don't nobody weed taste like what it say the name of it is. That
yeah,
that
yeah,
game over with.
yeah,
It used
yeah,
to
yeah,
be
yeah,
whatever the name of it was, that's what it
yeah,
tastes like. But
yeah,
that's
yeah,
dead. Niggas
yeah.
just what they doing now, they just giving out great deals. That's how niggas really getting off now. You know what I'm
Niggas
saying?
just
Giving
throwing you a
niggas,
bunch of weed.
yeah, niggas just giving out great deals, dog. But you really gotta know somebody, dog. It ain't just it ain't plentiful like that. I say, I guess it's here, but you gotta know where to go. As
Yeah,
opposed to where it used to be, everybody had it. You know what I mean? It was plentiful. You ain't had to go searching, or you ain't had to drive 3 counties over to get no good type shit.
yeah. And it was a time, shit, 15, 20 years ago, nigga, it was nowhere in hell Indiana had better weed than Georgia, nigga. It wasn't even close.
Man,
Now, Indiana got that burner.
yeah. Like I say, man, y'all close to the motherfuckers where it's legal. You know what I'm saying? You living anywhere close to where it's legal and you trying to sell it, you gotta have some good shit.
Yeah,
But the
yeah,
nigga could just go where it's legal. It's legal now. I ain't gotta
yeah,
go to you, bro.
yeah,
I go
yeah,
straight to the, you know what I'm saying, dispensary now.
yeah.
So if I go to you, you gotta have good. Ain't no dispensaries nowhere down here, nowhere.
Damn,
Nowhere. Like
damn.
unless Texas or some got illegal. I ain't heard about it. If they do, I don't know. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying? The closest
Alabama,
place that
South Carolina, Florida, no weed.
no, not legal.
No legal. Damn.
I
Yeah, we
think the
got
closest
motherfucking,
place to us is Illinois.
we got Michigan up top. We got Michigan to the left. And then I think
Yeah.
Ohio got it too. I don't really go fuck with Ohio like that.
Yeah. New
Yeah.
York got illegal now. That's crazy.
New York got legal weed?
I think it's legal in New York now.
Crazy. That's crazy, man. And then you know what fucked the game up too is when these niggas start goddamn printing them little packs up at home, making up their own brands of weed and shit.
Yeah,
Start
dog.
going.
That's crazy right there. Niggas selling you weed in a CD case
Yeah,
bag and
yeah,
shit, dog.
yeah. I'm old school, man. I like seeing my shit through the Ziploc. You know what I'm saying? I'm an old nigga. I used to want to see my shit through the Ziploc, man.
You know?
Yeah,
You know? For
yeah,
sure, for sure.
yeah.
You know what
So
I mean? Let me see what's
how
going
you
on.
maintain it down there, man? What's going on?
Man, I'll be honest with you, dog. I'm really focused on the family life right now, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get stronger mentally, getting closer to God, making sure I pour into my family more, man. You know what I'm saying? And just try to make sure I break as many general curses as possible, generational curses as possible, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to have my mindset on something that, most people don't have their mindset on. You know what I'm saying? Saving, getting the credit right, making sure my children know what integrity is. You know what I'm saying? Doing the right thing when ain't nobody looking. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to say they're real or claim to be real, but are you real when ain't nobody looking though, dog? You know what I'm saying? So, I'm trying to instill morals and principles in my children. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to connect with the youth in the community, trying to use the stuff that me and you went through and been through, dog, as an example of what not to do, dog. You know what I'm saying? I never had nobody outside of somebody that I was related to try to give me no type of game. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna benefit me in the long run. Like, I don't think a lot of young black males, ages preteen, adolescents, are having guys come up to them telling them about credit or the importance of taking care of family, the importance of work ethic, the importance of having morals and principles. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to connect with the youth, and doing it through the church. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna start doing a lot of programs outside the church as far as volunteer work, help the community, build up the community. I can't just be talking about it. I gotta be about it. You know what I'm saying? So me and my brother-in-law, who was the reverend at the church, we started a men's meeting every Monday night. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really just about religion. It's about men connecting with men, conversating, being able to vent, being able, you got somebody that you can trust. You know what I'm saying? We invite a lot of the young guys there because a lot of young guys go to the street and get that comfort.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I want them to see that you don't have to go to the streets to get that comfort. And a lot of times it don't even be that they choose in the streets. It's just that the streets just happen to be there with a
Yeah.
shoulder for them to lean on. You know what I'm saying? And then that draws them in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to show them different avenues and different ways, and then letting them know my story so
Mhm.
they can understand that I ain't nobody just talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm somebody that can really relate to anything you're going through. I'm from Gary, Indiana, grew up in a crack area, and I've been in prison.
Mhm.
So those three things alone, it's no story you can come with that I can't relate to in some form or fashion. I got some type of advice for you. So just a lot. I'm just trying to be an example, dog, a leader, an example, and a difference maker, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to be one of them old dudes that's talking about what the youth doing without trying to help them. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? I
yeah,
see you
yeah,
doing a lot of things with the youth, you coaching them. You know what I'm saying? And that's just something that I got to get into as well. You feel me? I got to find a way to contact the youth and be an example for the youth. That's just very, very important to me right now. You know what I'm saying? And I got daughters. I don't have any sons, so I was really focused on my daughters. And at first, I was just focused on trying to be an example to young women who don't have a father figure. You
mhm.
know what I'm saying? My daughter, any type of friend. But I realized that as a man, I could be more of an influence to a young man as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
I'm just trying to be something to somebody, dog. Trying to help somebody. You know what I mean? If I can only get one, that's enough. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And everything I can do, man, I will do to help the community, man, and help the young people, man. We got to do something, famo. We can't just be talking, man. I don't want to be like a lot of old heads. When I was younger, man, I remember a lot of old heads talking about what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing. A lot of times they could have been right, you
mhm.
know, but it was the angle of how they came at me. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of remember those times, so I kind of know what and what not to say when I'm reaching out to the youth.
Yeah, yeah. It's a way to deliver the message, man, to make a man kinda respect you, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't just be out here talking and then just you gotta you gotta teach with compassion. I don't care if it's
Right,
coaching. I don't care if it's when I interacted with you the first time or wherever, it's gonna be some bumps, but if
right,
it's compassion between the 2, it could be some hard ass conversations, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right, right.
"Hey, you fucking up, G," or "You fucking up." So, once you develop that bond, but what you think, you know, is it God or what circumstances you think been putting this energy on you to kinda more help young men right now? You know, you seem like you got a urgency about yourself with it. So what you think this urgency comes from?
To be honest with you, dog, it was just me being to myself doing, I don't really, I'm kind of to myself, dog. I don't, have a lot in common with a lot of people. And that's no fault to nobody else just because of my upbringing. But I see a lot of people criticizing the youth, but with no solutions. Like when I get on YouTube or when I get on social media and I'm scrolling, I see a lot of complaining about the youth. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? And I used to try to tell people, we from Gary, dog. You know, the deadliest times in Gary were when we were teenagers. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? The deadliest years in Gary ever were the 90s.
yeah,
So regardless, ain't nothing. I'm talking about I kind of, I did a little research, G. The murders, the highest murders in Gary within like the last 10 years, been like 70. When we
yeah,
was coming up, it was
yeah.
100, 200 people dying every
Yeah,
summer, dog.
yeah, they was getting whacked.
That's just the summer.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So our generation was the worst ever in Gary.
yeah,
So I seen a lot of people that I went to school with and grew up with. We just talking bad on them. And I remember that criticism when I was young, you know what I'm saying? Hearing that. Like, yeah, you go back and forth with old school. You old niggas ain't talking about nothing. I don't
yeah,
see y'all doing nothing. I don't see, you
yeah,
know what I
yeah, yeah,
mean?
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
see y'all doing nothing. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So, but I feel like it's another time I got a lot of information with them and I believe that can help somebody. And I don't want to just keep it to myself. You know what I'm saying? So it was just touching me, dog. It was kind of like God put something on me like, man, you got a gift, dog. You can really communicate. You got a personality. You got a sense of humor, dog. You funny. You know what I'm saying? People like being around you. You good company. You can take advantage of that situation and educate while you in those situations. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of might have started off with one guy who might have heard I went to prison. I'll give you an example. Like today at church, after church today, this guy was like, "Man, I heard you been to prison, man. Give me kind of help me understand how you got to start getting close to God." And I kind of let him know kind of the stuff that man you went through in prison. Like that ain't nothing I want to ever experience again.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? One of the main reasons I was in those predicaments because I had no clue who God was. You feel me?
Right,
So,
right, right, right,
you
right.
know what I'm saying? I'm getting closer to God. It's making me be a better person, making me want to be a better person. It's making me want to help people. You know what I'm saying? Without my relationship with God, I wouldn't be here talking to you now, man. So he was just intrigued and motivated because he felt like he had been through it or had a story, but mine was way worse than his. But he see me smiling every day, telling jokes every day, still
Uh-huh.
working every day, you know what I'm saying? Dressing nice, you know what I mean? So I wasn't allowing my circumstances of my past to hold me down and be depressed and be sad and walk around with a mean mug on my face. And he was intrigued by that. So I was looking like, man, I could really touch people and help people with my
Mhm.
story and how I carry myself now. You know what I'm saying? Cause my mom always tell me you got every right in the world to be a crash out based on what you've been through. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
So
right.
and you smile every day, you tell jokes every day, you wouldn't tell nobody what you've been through, they would never know. And
Yeah.
that's God that making me able to do that though, dog. You know what I'm saying? So man, I just wanna help, dog. Best way I can, man. I can't just be sitting around here just living and just, you know what I mean, when I could do something. Each one teach one, man. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I
yeah,
heard I heard somebody say, I don't remember who it was, but I heard somebody say, each one teach one. Show a nigga before you hoe a nigga, dog.
yeah,
Cause
yeah,
you never know, my nigga.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And like you said some deep things right there. For me, my giving back has always been just getting right with God, man. Like I knew who my mama was, I knew how she raised me, quality of woman she was. So I never blame her or my parents for whatever detrimental decisions I made. You know what I mean? All that shit was on me. So when I got out, I had so much guilt about missing time, missing birthdays, missing the way I could have affected lives already. God gave me such a second chance to get out of there. I was like, and I know I'm a fuck up sometime. So to
Right,
counterbalance that, man, I'm gonna coach these kids. Like I'm gonna just give.
right,
I'm gonna just go volunteer, man. I'm gonna go help. You know what I mean? I don't care if I gotta buy niggas some cleats, some shoes. Like I just want to have an impact on kids, on people. You know what I mean? And not contribute to what I was a part of, you know what I mean? Like,
right,
yeah,
right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, as a man, like, I always feel like your actions got to show God who you are. Like, I pop all that fly shit, but the way the kids love me and the way they parents and the way the old folks love me, that show me I'm doing right by God. You know what I mean? Like, people can talk a great game, but then they
right,
ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? So,
right.
and then shit, man, just to be honest, bro, like, prison a motherfucker, man. I don't wish
Bruh.
this shit on no
Woo,
nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
woo.
I feel like I really feel like you a whole ass nigga if you been to prison and you do anything but anti prison. Because
Right.
if you get out and you glorifying that shit to your nephews and your cousin, then bro, either you mentally insane or you just like that shit. Like you just thrown off because it ain't nothing beautiful about missing holidays,
Nothing.
you're missing calendars.
But
Niggas,
nothing.
come on, bro. So
Nothing. Nothing.
we got to get that to more men and let them know like it ain't about being tough as being black man. It's about being strategic. You know what I
Right.
mean? You got to control
Right.
your emotions and stay out here, nigga. I remember a nigga had did something to me, and you remember I had the altercation with the nigga you was in the room with, right?
Right.
We
Right.
had an altercation. I got cut in the leg,
Right.
and then I was finna come home, and they put that nigga in the door with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, really put that nigga in the door with me, a nigga that stabbed me, and I'm like, man, I gotta get this nigga. Like, I'm crying, like, man,
Right.
this nigga then. And I really feel like that was God testing me to be like,
Are you
I'ma
ready?
really see if you wanna get out of here, nigga. You know what I
Right.
mean? Cause
Right.
like, nigga, I was literally in tears, nigga. Like, yo. And then a nigga told me, man, one of my niggas, felt Big Montgomery, he's like, man, look, bro, I've been here with you a long time, bro. I know who you are. Doing something to that nigga ain't gonna do nothing for your future.
And TPG 1,000 pardons. I don't mean to cut you off,
Oh, you
but you
good, you
know, I
good.
really how God worked with me with that same individual. The same dude, my roommate, stabbed my partner, right? You know, I was at work at the time in a hole. So my first day out of prison, my very first day out of prison, one of my co-defendant who had got out 6 months prior to me came and picked me up and took me to a club just to
Mhm,
celebrate me getting out. and that nigga was in the club. This is my first day out of prison. The
Yeah,
nigga was in the club, walked up to me, remember me, but he walked up to me. I guess I was with some people who he knew. I don't know what
yeah,
the reason was, but the dude walked up to me like, man, man, we free now, man. I ain't on none of that. You know what I'm saying? I want you to know it's all love. I'm like, man, I ain't know none of that. Nigga, this my first day out. He's like, what? This your first day out? Nigga bought me a drink and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I told him I was straight because, I still got principles, but
yeah,
it
yeah,
was cool how it
yeah,
wasn't cool, but it was crazy how I came across this path because it was like, nah, you out now. You could do something to this nigga right now.
yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? You can do
yeah,
something to this nigga. This
yeah,
nigga to stab your partner. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
What you gonna do?
yeah,
Or you
yeah,
gonna stay free?
yeah. You're gonna stay free. You know what I mean?
And
So
it's all about staying free, baby.
all about staying free. And when you got things, and this is what the young boys don't understand that I ain't understand when I was a fly 17, 19-year-old nigga, whatever. When God got things in store for you, right? The devil see it. So he
Yeah,
throwing you things that's trying to throw you off your plan and seeing if you gonna bite. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
And my weakness has always been my temper, my anger. So when they put that nigga, I'm telling you, nigga, I was crying. I'm like, nigga, this nigga put a hole in me, man. You know what
For
I'm
real.
saying? Like,
Yeah,
I ain't, nigga, I didn't beat up niggas for a nigga laughed at me at a intramural prison basketball game and I choked the nigga. Like, I
right.
ain't no nigga, no nigga just
I ain't the nigga you
motherfucking.
do that to, in other
Yeah,
words.
like nigga, ain't nobody never gonna do nothing to me without me doing nothing back. Like I've knocked the nigga
Right,
eardrum out. Like I don't fuck around, but I
right.
don't bother nobody. So to have that nigga there, and I was just crying like, man, God, man, why they put this nigga in here? I got like a month. And my nigga was like, man, if you don't get your motherfucking ass out of here and then get this money, you got a
I'm
whole
tell
life
you.
ahead of you. This the devil trying to keep you in here with us. And nigga, I cried that shit out, man. I went up to the nigga. I'm like, look, my nigga, you in here, I'm in here. I don't even want that unnecessary weird shit from my niggas and your niggas. Cause I got people and he got
Hmm.
people, you know what I'm saying? I said, my nigga, I'm just gonna let you know right now, I'm done with that shit. And that nigga was like, man, I'm glad you said that. Me too. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
came on to the crib, nigga, and the rest is history. But just
yeah.
think if I didn't have control of my ego to be like, I got to stab. You know what I mean? I got to get some get back.
Right, right,
I'm fucking with the trajectory God got for me, and you can't play like that. You know what I mean?
right, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Your pride ain't worth your freedom, dog. I
Nah,
mean,
nah,
that's one of
man.
the things that I'm
Yeah,
trying to that's one of the first thing I touched on in the first men's meeting I had was, controlling your emotions, dog, because you can make a decision in anger that it cost you 20 years, man.
yeah,
It
yeah,
cost you 20 years just because you couldn't control your anger, dog, because you
yeah,
had too much pride, dog.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's 20 years gone and they're gonna want all of it.
yeah.
You know what I'm
And it
saying?
don't
One
it
way or
don't
another.
take but a split second to cost you your whole life, nigga.
For real. For real. Cause you ain't the only nigga tough.
Yeah. No,
Why
not
you
at all.
so
Not at all.
you know what I'm saying? Somebody it could be your date, but all they can be avoided if you control your emotions.
You control your
That don't
emotions.
mean be no whole ass nigga. That just mean don't put yourself in a position to be tricked off the street or taken away from your family, dog.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's a real nigga. Staying with your family, making sure them bills taken care of, making sure they protected
yeah,
and taken care of.
yeah,
Not put them in a position to where they gotta be worrying or whether or not you gonna be free or trying to get money up for a lawyer or
yeah,
trying to put
yeah,
money on your books. That's
yeah,
stressful to a motherfucker who trying to take care of a raise of family and pay bills and gotta worry about taking care of you while you in there, all
yeah.
because you couldn't control your emotions. No, dog. You asking a lot from an individual.
And we as black man, G, we gotta fucking we know the system fucked up, right? We know
Yeah,
Jerome get more time than Brandon, nigga. Like we know
right,
these temptations is carrots is placed in our face. We know the music is fucked up. But at
right.
some point, we gotta, as a whole, have real niggas who been through what we been through start telling niggas why they shouldn't be in there. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like we can't keep coming out of prison looking for the attention the ignorance. Like, nigga, you want the attention, be something positive, nigga, save people's lives. You know what
Right,
I mean? Like,
dog.
yeah, like nothing makes my heart feel better than when a little nigga come up to me. I just seen a nigga dad Thursday. Or yeah, I think it was Thursday night. And this kid, he playing sports and shit real good. And he was just like, man, I just want to thank you, man. You coached my son up, man. You helped him. Or when little kids write me, nigga playing it overseas, like Coach John, man, I remember the time you bought me McDonald's for a week, nigga, and wouldn't let me tell nobody. That should have bring me to tears because I stopped the
Yeah,
nigga from maybe making a rash decision. You know what I'm saying?
dog.
Yeah.
Dog, to be able to say one,
Yeah.
I don't
And
care, dog.
one.
I ain't gonna keep
Yeah.
reaching, but to know that you reach somebody, know that
Yeah.
you got somebody listening, that type of feeling, gratitude, man, it's like no other, dog. It's
Yeah.
like no other.
Yeah. Hey, matter of fact, let's give these little niggas a lesson today, fam. I want you to take the honor. Explain to these little niggas before they commit a crime, just in case they thinking about committing a crime. Explain to any nigga watching what felony murder means.
Well, felony murder means that if convicted, more than likely you're gonna get a minimum sentence of life. That's what you facing. More than likely your bond gonna be something that you can't afford. More than likely you finna do, if convicted, you gonna do at least 20 years, dog.
Mhm.
Unless you got millions in the bank and your family just got money on deck to do some things and make some things happen. But other than that, more than likely that ain't gonna happen, dog. You're gonna be labeled a felon, a level 7, the highest level of felonies that's gonna be on your rap the rest of your life. So if you do 25 years and get out, say you 20, you do 25 and get out, you 45. You're gonna be labeled a felon the rest of your life. So you limited it to what opportunities you got. You know what I'm saying? So you still gonna be a hindrance to somebody because now you gotta find somebody to let you live with them until you get on your feet. And ain't no telling how long that's gonna be, you know. And you're gonna be an older cat. You probably ain't gonna have no patience. You probably gonna end up back in the streets trying to do it the right way this time and end up locked back up. That's how
Yeah.
people go back and forth because you once you become a felon of any sort, but let alone felony murder. Come on, bro. You giving away your life. It's over with. Your chances to be anything in life when they don't have kids, you're gonna be out of your kid life forever, dog. Like it's not good in any way, no form or
Yeah.
fashion. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? What I want these young cats to understand that standing on business ain't worth 20 years, man.
It ain't worth 20 years, man.
Who you trying to impress? And then my thing is this. Let's say you do stand on business. What is the reward?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What is the
Yeah.
reward? What is the benefit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is it a check? You get a check, you get automatically your credit score go up.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Does it benefit you in life in any form of fashion? And like I say, I ain't trying to tell nobody to be take shit from anybody. Don't let nobody bully you or nothing like that. But a lot of times, the stuff that you get into, a lot of the time, the reasons why people go to prison and go to jail, is something that could have been avoided, dog.
Yeah.
Something, a decision made in anger.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
been over part. It's people going to jail because a nigga cut them off in traffic, dog.
Road rage. Niggas is murking niggas over road
What
rage,
niggas murdering niggas in traffic because you
you know
wanna
what I'm saying?
you finna go
Like,
20 years because a nigga honked his horn at
I
you?
couldn't imagine in the 90s, 2000s,
Oh my
shooting a nigga
God,
because
dog.
a nigga give you the finger, you be like, all right, fuck you too, nigga, and y'all gone about y'all day, nigga.
Right.
You might go to the same gas station, be like, oh, cuz it was your fault, it was your fault, all right, whatever, nigga.
Man.
Like, we never even thought, we had so many real problems in society, my nigga, we never even thought, like, road rage. But I want to tell these little niggas, right, when I say felony murder, this is what I mean. If me and you say, if I pick you up and I say, all right, real, ride with me, I'm finna hit this lick. You like, bet, right? I say, all right, man, I'm gonna go in here. All you gotta do is watch the door. Ain't nobody gonna get hurt. I'm gonna take this little money out the register and then I'll bust it down with you. Like, bet, nigga, a couple of grand, 2 grand piece, 5 minutes work, right?
Right.
We pull up, you watching the door, you might not even have a weapon, right? I go back there, I get the tussling. Nigga, I pop the cashier, right? I did it. I didn't tell you I was gonna do it. You didn't even want to do it. But the fact that you participated in that crime with me means that you have a murder charge because it happened in the commission of a crime. And a lot of niggas don't understand that. So when you get in the car 3 deep and you take that ride, you automatically putting your fate in the dumbest nigga hands with the pistol.
Exactly.
That's who's controlling your motherfucking fate, nigga. If
Exactly.
me and you go rob an old lady and we laughing and you push her and I snatch the purse and she falls and busts her head during the commission of that crime, or I'll give you one better. Say we rob an old lady, right?
Right.
Young niggas need to understand. We snatch her purse, we laugh. I pull it, you snatch it. She have a heart attack. 3 months later, she died from that heart attack. Nigga,
Murder.
that's felony murder, nigga.
Murder.
Murder. I'm gonna give him one more and then I'm gonna turn it over to you.
Right.
Say we rob a bank, we getting away from the police. The police hit somebody and kill him. Guess who get the murder charge?
You.
You, nigga. So you gotta understand what crime means. It don't pay, but if you gonna do it, be alone, my nigga. Make
Yeah.
your choices for
Yeah,
yourself.
that's what you standing up for. You gotta
That's what you
own it.
sign up for, nigga. You gotta own it, nigga. You gotta own it, nigga.
Yeah, and
You
and
gotta own
and
it,
and,
nigga.
and just in case they didn't get it, if me and you go do a lick and you go in and do the lick and it go wrong and you get killed,
Who get the murder? You.
I still get the murder charge.
They don't know this
So
shit, man.
you and your homeboy go do a lick and your homeboy get killed, you getting
Yeah,
charged for murder.
yeah,
Because if y'all
yeah.
never would have went and done a lick, he never would have
You
died.
know what it does.
One more. If I'm driving my car, if you driving
Yeah,
and you go pick up your homeboy
yeah,
and y'all get pulled over by the police, he got a gun and some dope on him. And he put it under the seat. And the police ask him if it's his, and he tell him no, that's your gun and that's your dope, because that's your car.
right.
That's your charge. So that's why folks be trying to tell you be careful who you hang, but your partner them don't know the law. Y'all don't know the law. But
Body
you
don't know
can't
the
go in
law.
front of the judge and say, I ain't know.
Body don't know the law. Me and you rob a bank, nigga. I get away and you get shot by the cops and you die. Guess who got the murder charge, nigga?
Me.
So the system is fucked up to where we ain't even got a chance of winning if we play. So if you commit crimes right now, nigga, and you getting away with some shit, consider yourself 2,000 years ahead of the game, nigga, and resign.
Let
It's
it
a
go,
million
bro.
shit niggas could do, and you don't think about that shit till you get in prison, nigga. You could do HVAC, nigga. You can cut hair, nigga, wash windows, cut grass. We
You
trying
can
to tell
learn how to
niggas
work
be
on an
careful,
engine in
man.
6 months and be straight for the rest of your life.
Straight for the rest of your life, man. Straight for the
You
rest of
feel
your
me? Man, you
Yeah,
can learn how to paint, nigga,
yeah,
and
yeah,
paint houses, nigga, and be straight the rest of your life.
yeah,
You can have a regular job you having now and go get you a pressure washer and, and,
yeah,
and, and pressure wash houses on the weekend for $100.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because the nigga who you know in the streets making money ain't making enough money to pay no rent, gas, something. He's staying with somebody.
yeah,
I guarantee you youngins don't know nobody getting it in the street. Don't know, you can't count on your hand 5 people you know in the streets that's living on their own.
yeah, yeah,
I'm talking about own crib, car, bills paid for, family straight.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
you don't.
yeah, yeah. Nah, man, that's real shit. That's real shit, man. And I want to ask you, how did you get? Because as men, I think for me, and I don't want to speak for you, but I think I can. Like getting a kid and the right woman does wonders for your temperament, your anger, and your motivation, right?
Definitely.
So how did you balance maintaining your composure until you met your beautiful wife to get to the point where you can kind of, your focus is, your goal is this unit. How did you balance from getting out of prison until the point you decide, okay, this lady's the love of my life? How did you balance your emotions then?
Because I'm not gonna front, it was difficult.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying, when I got out of prison, because when I went to prison, I think the most a flip phone might have been one of them new big phones you'll see might have been the most technology that the most advanced for our technology. You know what I'm saying? One of them New Jack City cell phones, you know what I'm saying? So when I got out,
Isn't crazy?
they had phones that when it rung, songs played. You feel me? Like nigga, that's a nigga rapping instead of the phone ringing.
Yeah,
That shit was
yeah,
so
yeah,
so
yeah,
I felt like I was lost, dog. It was
yeah, yeah,
intimidating. It was
yeah,
scary, dog. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So I was
yeah,
just like, you know what I mean, focused on like just catching up.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Of course, I had been around women in damn near 10 years. So you feel me? So my wife, dog, we was happened to be working at the same spot. And we got to talking and stuff, man, and I was just honest, dog. I was like, I'm just gonna be honest with everybody, dog. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what made me approach that, but that's just who I am. You know what I mean? So I used to be like, keep in mind, I ain't been around women in 10 years. I used to be like, we cool, we talking, but I'm intimidated. I'm scared to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? So I used to tell her like, hey man, because I don't want to get hurt, and I don't want to be in a position to where I feel any type of negative feelings whatsoever come out of prison. So I used to tell her like, hey, this gonna be a rocky road for me for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a felony. I got a level 7 felony. You know what I'm saying? I've been gone for a minute. It's gonna be a struggle for me. And she said something to me, dog, that kind of just changed everything. She said, well, why we can't struggle together?
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? And keep in mind, I'm looking at you like, I'm like, cause you bad. You can get any nigga you want. You messing with a nigga fresh out the chain who ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I don't. You know what I mean? I'm fresh out. And she was just like that, dog. When none of my mistakes frightened her, and nor did my story frighten her, nor where I had been for the past almost 10 years frightened her, dog. I remember one time when I came to Indiana to see you, got in some trouble, got locked up. You called her, she sent that bail money, dog. She didn't have to do that. We weren't even together that long, you know what I'm saying?
damn,
And
that was a while back too.
that was a while back. You called her, dog, like, hey, fam, whoop-de-woo. She sent that money, fam. And she was young, so no matter any mistake I made or nothing, dog, she didn't turn her back on me, but she was always in the church and didn't compromise that for me. And
Yeah,
I respected it about it. I loved it about it. And that kind of what made me get closer to want to get closer to God to say, hey, man, I got a beautiful woman. I think this is an opportunity for me to grow because she's willing to teach me, hold my hand along the way, be patient with me, and allow me to make my mistakes or whatever the case until I grow up and be the man. She seen something in me that I didn't see in myself. In other words, she believed in me and she liked me for me. It was my personality, my sense of humor, who I was as a person that attracted her to me, that made her want to be with me. You know what I'm saying? So having somebody who like you for you, dog, and ain't really tripping on nothing you've been through was something that was rare unless it was your mama. Far as a woman perspective, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you ain't got none at the time. You feel me? So that made me want to change, dog. You know what I'm saying? That made me want to change to a certain extent, dog. Made me want to be like, hey man, you kind of might want to slow down a little bit, dog, and focus on something, dog. Or at least you go to church with her one time, she invite you to church every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that kind of made me want to. She reminded me of the '90s kind of woman, dog. The women who I've seen on TV coming up on some Claire Huxtable type stuff. You feel me?
yeah,
She was all natural. Her hair,
yeah.
uh,
I'm with all natural too, pimpin'. Don't
you
play
know what
with
I'm
it now.
saying? It's her
Don't
hair.
play with
She
it
ain't
now.
got no
That
fake
natural ponytail
eyebrows,
will
no
bust their
fake
ass now.
lashes, no makeup.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah,
that alone had me
yeah,
reeled in. You feel me? It was all right, but she,
yeah,
what I mean, it was
yeah,
over with from that alone. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
And she had no kids. Her resume was impeccable.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Why mine was messed up, but she still wanted to, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
That's why I'm still with her and ain't giving her no hell 21 years later. You feel me?
yeah. So
21.
what year was that when you came see? Cause that
Man, that was
I know
like
you
oh
came see
six.
I know you came see me a few times. Was that
But I was like oh 06, dog. That's when I had first you introduced me to Hit, and Hit didn't know me from a can of paint. Home came through and showed me love and looked out like we grew up like I grew up in Ivanhoe with
yeah,
him.
man. Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm
Shout out
saying?
Hit
So,
Face, man. Yeah, yeah. I fuck with Hit, man. That's my little nigga, yeah. Yeah. He came
but
through.
yeah, that was like oh 06.
That was '06.
That was
I
like
know it was a
06,
couple
dog.
times. I know that stretched through like '06, 2010. You was kinda up here a lot, you know what I mean? Like I was
Yeah,
transitioning.
yeah.
Yeah, cause I had the apartment. That's when we was rolling out of that big ass I had a big ass sack of weed. We just rolling up out of the weed. You know what I
For
mean?
real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I remember that.
I just throw a nigga just roll up out of there, nigga like,
Yeah,
like
here.
And when you
Make
know
it
you
happen.
can trust a nigga, you just throw your nigga half pound, just roll out of it, nigga, I ain't tripping.
Hey man, don't even tripping.
Yeah, nigga, that's
Roll
what I
them as
mean.
fat as you want.
I wanna ask you something though, and it's very important because it said when you was talking, I thought about it. How important to a young man listening, if he looking for a good woman, how important was it meeting a woman that was so strong in her faith and her Christianity?
Man, a woman that got principles and morals that she won't compromise is what I call a real woman, dog. You got a lot of women who is men too who I would say sacrifice something that they believe in and stand on for companionship.
Mhm,
You know what I'm saying? And she wasn't going, dog. So a woman that ain't she wasn't messy. A woman that's not messy. A woman that got morals and principle. A woman that's focused. A woman, and she was career driven, dog. She was like, man, I'm finna go to college. Man, I'm finna graduate. I'm finna do this. I'm finna do that. She used to write sticky notes. She used to be around her house, dog. Like, man, this is what I'm finna do. She sit down and you need to write down your goals. She was just all positive, trying to help. And it was just a side of a woman that I wasn't used to, dog. Like,
mhm.
you know what I'm saying? She had what I want to call it, ethics, dog. She was just wasn't about nothing in the streets. I'm not going to the club. She didn't smoke. She didn't drink. We the total opposite. You know what I'm saying? She didn't smoke. She didn't drink. She rarely cursed unless she mad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
that's just rare to me,
Yeah,
dog. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I ain't never met nobody like you before. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
Mm,
ever. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Outside of women that I'm related to. Like, you remind me of my mom, because, you know, my mom an evangelist. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? My mom in the church, you know, Mom Dukes to send those TD Jake tapes. You know what I mean? She's like, if you going to send me the stuff to get Dr. Dre, I'm finna send you TD Jakes too.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
You gonna have
yeah,
to listen to TD Jakes too. It is what it is. You feel me? So,
yeah.
yeah, man, she kind of remind me of my mom, man. Remind me of a woman that I seen on TV growing up, dog. You know what I'm saying? She had domestic skills. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
she can cook. You know what I'm saying? From scratch. Like, she just remind me of the women that I grew up around coming up, dog. She had a lot in there, but to have a woman that's just focused in life, that ain't trying to party, ain't trying to drink, smoke, you know what I'm saying? They care about her appearance, that's classy. I guess that's what I say. She's very, very classy, you know what I'm saying? She know how to show beauty without skin. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's just that type of woman. It's the type of woman that'll support you and be there for you and believe in you, love you, dog. That'll boost your ego up. That'll stroke your ego. To make you feel confident in yourself. You know what I'm saying? The type of woman that'll pat you on your back. You know what I'm saying? When you do good, not just let you hit stuff when it's bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, what that does for me as a man, like, if she does things or do something that bothers me or upset me, I don't forget the shit that she take from me. You know what I'm saying? So it'll change you, dog. Cause you know I believe in you on some bullshit. I need to let you know.
Yeah.
But you know, every battle ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when a motherfucker take a shit from you. I think we as people, and they ain't even gotta be in a relationship, we don't forget about the fact that we not perfect. We make mistakes and we do things that's sometimes make people uncomfortable, whether we meant to or not.
Mhm,
We do. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people probably that took some shit from you and ain't said nothing to you, dog, just because they loved you or cared about you.
mhm.
So we got to do the same sometimes, dog. Everything ain't got to be addressed, dog, because ain't nobody perfect.
Yeah.
It's the universal scheme of things, dog. It's about how they treat you overall and what's consistent and what's not consistent for our shit that bothers you.
I think having a woman whose aura is like you said, that feminine, because you can be a strong feminine woman in your aura, right? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Christian. You can be a stubborn, strong but still have that femininity, you know what I mean? That respect about yourself, that dignity. And I'm the same way. I feel like when you meet a woman who's I don't care how determined and strong she is, if she has a softness about her. She don't curse like men. She don't smoke and drink and party like niggas. She got her goals in tune. Then that elevates your masculine senses, and then you get better at being a protector, and your foresight becomes better because her good traits rub off on you. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
You need something feminine to, match your energy. Like we
Right.
masculine, hey, I kill some about my energy, but you need a queen to protect that. And then you say, okay, this is where we going. You know what I
Right.
mean? But when you get a woman and knows that yin and yang can't interlock between masculinity and femininity, you never gonna get nowhere. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because you can't have an argument with a woman that you think don't respect you.
Right.
Just like a woman can't have an argument with a man that don't respect her. Like it's not because all everything that comes out during the argument is just gonna be hurtful shit. You
Right.
niggas just gonna be swimming in more sewage trying to get
Right.
to the top.
Right.
So you
Right.
gotta
Right.
have God in it, but not only God, you gotta have a woman who's secure in her feminine energy to be led. And when we say be led, sometimes so many women take that as being offensive. You
Like
could
like
be
like like I'm putting a leash on your neck and walking you down the street type shit. Like that's not what that means.
exactly, exactly. Like you can most women feminine, that's who drive the household, nigga.
Right.
But it's still an understanding of where my slot as a man and my masculinity and what my responsibilities are, me knowing my responsibilities and me being obligated to my responsibilities and the person. And then that's where it grows. Because if you trying to fall in love with women that ain't feminine enough to meet your masculine energy, you gonna always have escape routes and alternate bitches on standby. You know what I mean? It's just natural. But when you find a
Right.
woman, okay, like this who I can be vulnerable to, this who love me for me. Like me, I,
Right.
I love my woman because she one of the few women I ain't never gotta put on a costume for. She ain't
Right.
never care what I was
Like I
driving.
ain't gotta walk on eggshells,
Nah,
scared
man.
somebody gonna get upset,
Man,
scared she gonna
like,
get an attitude
like,
about. So I gotta be on. I could be me all day, every day,
like,
silly,
yeah,
tell jokes, retarded. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
she don't be bothered by that.
yeah. And I could tell my wife my most vulnerable things, and she'll
Right.
never use them against me. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Never.
I could tell
That's
her
good.
if I'm missing my mom or who I'm missing, or I could cry. I went through 4 funerals in 6 months. I could cry in front of her. And it's
Right.
never gonna be an indictment on how tough I am or I'm not.
Right.
It's
Right.
just, I'm here for
Exactly.
you. You gotta have a woman that you can trust as your best friend, or it's never gonna work.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna be fighting an uphill battle. And if you're not getting that, you better off single. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. I agree with you, famo. I totally agree. What's up with you though, famo? How you doing, dog? How you feeling? What you got going on, dog? You always got the guests on the show, making sure the guests straight. Let me ask you, is you straight? Is you good? You know what I mean? Do you need any A&A? You feel me? You trying to put people in position to succeed, man. Let somebody help you, dog. What you good? You straight? You need me to come up there? You know what I mean? Cut your grass or something? I can't hear you, famo. I don't know what happened.